Well, hello everyone, and welcome to not a brand new episode, but a very widely requested subject, your 2013 horoscope. And this was requested by all the people who have joined my channel in the past 2 months. But I'm going to enlighten you and the older people as well if you don't know already, okay? So your 2013 horoscope you wanted to know because you were trying to get married and you're trying to find out if you'll get this promotion. And one of them said, I'm trying to have a baby, so should I have it next year? What time should I have it next year? Can you please do a horoscope for your 2030 for all the zodiac signs? Or they're assuming that, I'm going to be doing it soon. But here's the thing, okay? So you wanted to know your 2013 horoscope. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to give you a horoscope, okay? And I'm going to give you a horoscope in a way that may actually make sense at the end, okay? As to why me giving you a general horoscope will not work for you at all, okay? So, you hear it on televisions, you read it on magazines, and all the books are already out for 2013 horoscope. All right, so let's say if I'm an astrologer and I'm going to give you a 2013 horoscope, and by no means I'm going to ridicule astrology here because, hey, it's my passion. Okay, this is what this channel is about, but I'm still going to give it to you. So let's say I'm an astrologer and I'm doing a 2013 horoscope for all the Capricorn people. Whether it's your moon in Capricorn, your sun in Capricorn, or you have ascendant Capricorn. So ladies and gentlemen, we are going to do your horoscope today for 2013. Well, currently Saturn is excelled in the sign of Libra, and it is going to be for the next 2.5 years. So for all the Capricorn ascendant people, Saturn is excelled in your 10th house of career. So if you're trying to get that promotion, if you're trying to get that job, if you're trying to start that business, you are going to excel in that position because Saturn is excelled. Your ascendant lord, your ascendant who's controlled by Saturn, Capricorn, is excelled in the 10th house. You're going to have very much authority out there. You will have fame and name out there. People with moon in Capricorn, Saturn is excelled in your 10th house. Wow. Sun in Capricorn, your sun sign as a Capricorn, your Saturn is there. Oh, it's going to be beautiful because excelled Saturn gives very good results. But here's a problem, or actually here's not a problem. Here's why these horoscopes will not work at all for most people. So here's the problem with you reading your 2013 horoscope or getting it online or on some television show and finding out you're going to have an excel career and you're going to have a lot of authority in your workplace. And why? Could be for 80% of people, could be for 60, could be for 40. It may not work. Why? Because let's say you were born with Capricorn ascendant, and in your 10th house you had Sun and Mars. Okay, let's say you had Sun and Mars at 15 degrees. Okay, your Mars is at 10 degrees, your Sun is at 15 degrees in Libra in the 10th house as a Capricorn ascendant. And now Saturn is in the 10th house. And Saturn is a royal sign, is doing very well in Libra. But when 2013 hits, okay, and all the planetary alignments that this person is talking about, like Jupiter is going to be moving from Taurus to Gemini, and Saturn is there. It's going to be a lot of communication and this and that, So Saturn comes in your 2013, and what it does, it hits that 10-degree mark in your 10th house. Now, you thinking you're getting promotion, but what it could happen, what it could trigger, a lot of fire and turmoil and maybe loss of that job in 2013. Why? Because whenever Mars and Saturn come in close conjunction and when they're in the same house, it's creating a fire. It's creating a war zone there. Why fire and war zone? Because Mars is fire, Saturn represents oil, When you put them together, it creates a massive fire. Okay? And then Saturn is a general, Mars is a soldier. When they come onto a ground, it's a symbolism for war, meaning there's a lot, it's a war zone in there. So when Saturn comes, especially at the tight degree where Mars is, you can actually lose your job. It can trigger a negative effect in your horoscope. Then let's say Saturn moves, okay, so you lose your job at that exact 10-degree moment when Saturn triggers it, okay, and especially knowing what Padha Mars is in, okay, so it may trigger that loss of job. Now Saturn moves towards Sun. So Saturn's two enemies are in the same house. First Mars, now the Sun. And Sun and Saturn have that battle between each other. What this represents of Sun and Saturn conjunction is problem with authorities. Saturn does not want to take orders from Sun. And Sun doesn't like when Saturn doesn't take his order. So when Saturn comes to a near Sun, first of all, it's going to get burned. It's going to be combust. So the positive effect of Saturn within the 10th house is now burnt. So not only you might have lost your job, but now it's not even giving you any results. Okay, so now there's a power struggle there. There's a lot of turmoil in your workplace, a lot of battling with the authorities. Okay, so when Saturn lets him move out of that Sun conjunction, the tight conjunction, and goes up to 5 or 6, 7 degrees, okay, we're still affecting it, but now it's not burnt, it's roiled. But again, the problem with authority is there because Saturn and Sun are still in that close or nearby conjunction. So you see how for most of that 2.5 years when Saturn is royal, you might be running into a lot of problems as a Capricorn ascendant. Now, what is a problem with this scenario? Well, there's not really a problem because you might read about this, but then you'll forget it. But once you lose your job or lose your authority, you might go back to that book of horoscope. You might go back to that video where that astrologer was talking about you're supposed to have excelled a career this year. And then what happens is, bad thing, which I don't like, is then you don't care about astrology. It just becomes a pseudoscience for you. Because then it just becomes a whatever useless subject for you. Because, geez, I don't believe in horoscopes. My thing was, this guy said I was supposed to have an excelled career because Saturn is excelled in my 10th house, and it didn't happen. You stop believing in astrology, people. It's stupid. You'll hear that. I hear that all day. But when you ask these people who don't believe in astrology, what is astrology? Tell me what is astrology. Well, they just say, oh yeah, your sun moves through different zodiac sign and it sets your life path and it sets your personality and what you're going to be. And that's the limited information that they know. And for you guys who have been requesting a lot, through my website or through my YouTube page that when are you going to be doing the 2013 horoscope? Well, this is why I don't do horoscope. This is why I don't do daily, weekly, yearly, monthly horoscope, because I don't know what's happening in your chart. Otherwise, I'll have to do 3 to 4 billion horoscopes on my page, which I cannot do. I'm sorry. I don't have time. I have a little bit of time, but I'm not going to do it. Okay, so this is why only an individual client to an individual astrologer and an interaction between them can tell the true exact scenario of the upcoming year. Now, let me give you another scary scenario. What if an astrologer said, in 2013, okay, Mars is going to be going through your 8th house and it's going to be debilitated for Sagittarius ascendant. So be careful when you drive. Be careful of this. You can have a death-like experience. So now you're panicked. You're scared. You're doing everything you can to protect yourself. Okay? In a way, it's kind of good. But let me give you a scenario here. So Mars is transiting to your 8th house. But what if you had an excelled Jupiter there? Your ascendant lord is in the 8th house excelled. And Mars is going over it. And not even that. What if in your horoscope, Moon, who's the lord of the 8th house, the Cancer, is excelled? Okay? What if it's excelled in the 6th house? Not only that, what if the 8th house Bhav Bala is 30 maximum points? Bhav Bala means each house and planets gain a certain point in your horoscope. So just like they have Digbala, Shadbala, Kalbala, there's Bhavbala. Bala means point. So in Vedic astrology, each house has certain points, shows the strength. A maximum is 30. So what if you have 30 points and the 8,000 debilitated Mars comes through it? First of all, Jupiter is there protecting it. Its Lord is excelled. And you have 30 points. Mars is going to come there. It might not do anything. You may not feel anything. But yet this astrologer said, hey, all Sagittarius ascendant people have to be careful of this because of that. Now he's saying be careful of this. That's fine. But sometimes they say, oh no, you can suffer accident from here and here and here. You see how that window now either broadens or narrows depending upon what he's saying. But more than half the population, or more than even 80% of the population may not see anything. Or 40% of the population may not see anything. But then there will be those who might get into an accident because of all the factors are not there. And then there are those who will not do it. So the ones who got into an accident will be like, oh my God, this is true. And ones who didn't go through it will be like, yeah, this is all just garbage. This is why individual horoscope is important. Very important. This mundane general description of horoscope doesn't mean anything. Should not mean anything to you. So you see how your individual planetary alignment is far more important first before you hear all these yearly horoscopes. So only on an individual basis, a yearly horoscope matters. Okay, guys? So all the new people, yearly horoscope doesn't mean anything. Daily, weekly, monthly horoscope doesn't mean shit. Okay? And if you're new to my channel and you liked what you heard about astrology, subscribe above. And if you want to know more about true astrology and how you can find your true horoscope, check out the link below. Check out my book, The Astrology at the Speed of Light. And when you get the book, I will send you the link to look at your own chart and your own planetary alignment. But just make sure you follow the directions below. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow with Saturn in the 7th house. Bye-bye.
I give you quality, honey, so put your money on me. With my authority, surely you wanna get up on it. I give you quality, honey, so put your money on me. With my authority, surely you wanna get up on it. I'm super fly with the rhymes I supply. Float like a butterfly, high up in the sky.